57-year-old Ian McKeever was found not guilty this morning after jurors deliberated for less than an hour. McKeever stood and faced the foreperson as she read the verdict. He smiled. He then sat back down at the defense table and got emotional. After he exited the courtroom, I asked.
You were sobbing a little bit in the courtroom there. Can you talk about your initial reaction?
Well, this has been going on for 3 years. I'm still a bit emotional, and it's just very hard to think that people think you're like this, and when I'm not. I mean, there's nobody who loves horses more than I do.
McKeever was found not guilty of the charge of overdriving, torturing, and injuring animals, a misdemeanor.
I'm in this business 40 years, and I've never, ever abused a horse in my life, and I never will.
Video taken on August 10th, 2022 around 5 p.m. shows a horse named Ryder on the ground at West 45th Street and 9th Avenue. McKeever testified the horse tripped and fell. Prosecutors had argued it collapsed after working a full day in the heat, and they showed pictures to the jury taken by a witness in Central Park midday that day who was concerned about the horse. McKeever told the jury they only did 2 trips that day and that the horse seemed fine. The animal had previously been given a certificate of health in order to work. When Ryder was euthanized months later, it was determined he had cancer. One of the 6 jurors stopped to speak with us after. He talked about what it was like in the jury room during deliberations.
We were also instructed to go off of concrete fact and evidence. And I had a hard time taking passion and emotion, removing that from this case and seeing it from the facts that were presented to us. So, I know there are going to be a lot of people who do not like the judgment that we found in this case, and there are a lot of people who are relieved.
The Manhattan DA released a statement thanking the jury that also reads in part, quote, "We will continue to investigate and bring cases where animals are harmed and mistreated, and I encourage people to call our hotline at 212-335-9040 to report instances of animal abuse." Going back, before attorneys gave their closing arguments, the judge warned/instructed them to remember the horse carriage industry itself was not on trial here, just that incident that day. Animal rights activists who want to ban horse carriages and instead swap in electric carriages have been in attendance throughout the trial.
Very disappointed, obviously, but not surprised, because this just shows how outdated and ineffective the animal cruelty laws are in New York State.
McKeever says he'll now go back to working with horse carriages.